I'm Jagger Leach. I'm 18 years old from Stanton, and I'm a senior. It's just amazing to have someone to look up to, someone who's just like so open to not even just the African American community, just everybody. His message of love is just truly inspiring.
There's somebody here named Jagger Leach. How are you, man? Do you have any idea why I'm here?
I have no idea.
You wrote an essay
Yes, sir.
on fighting anti-Semitism
Yes, sir.
and doing it with love and peace. And so you are first place winner of tomorrow's leaders.
Jagger believes strongly that conversation and inclusivity is so important, which totally is what Martin Luther King was all about. He wants everyone to have their voice heard. He wants people to know about different causes. He wants people to feel included, and he has recognized that when people feel included, that they are much more able to give and be part of a group.
I wanted my answer just to be truly from the heart. I didn't want it to be like a scripted message where I just chose love over hate, but I wanted it to truly be like something that people who were reading this would be able to be like, I guess, inspired by it, just like as I was inspired by Martin Luther King. So truly just bring his message of love just to fruition. As an American Jew, I face hate all the time. Whether it's going to school and hearing students tell Holocaust jokes, or applying to a college that I later find out supports the anti-Semitic BDS movement. Whether it's anti-Semitism, racism, bigotry, or prejudice, the easy reaction is to fight hate with hate. But as Martin Luther King once said, I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. I have taken this approach to dealing with anti-Semitism. One instance of this was during my sophomore year. I was sitting in math class and we had some free time to catch up on work and chat with classmates. I noticed that there were two kids in front of me giggling and speaking in Arabic, including one classmate that I had been friendly with. During their conversation, I heard what sounded like the word Yehudi, which is the word for Jew in Hebrew. I knew that Hebrew and Arabic were sister languages, and their use of the word and tone of language took me by surprise. After they used the word once more, one of the kids looked back at me and continued laughing. Once again, I felt uncomfortable, but I let it go. A couple minutes later, one of the kids turned around, chuckling, and asked me where my horns were. There is a popular anti-Semitic trope of Jews having horns, but I never thought that people, particularly my classmate from school, actually believed Jews had horns. And this person was clearly just trying to get a laugh from his buddy. Reading about people perpetuating anti-Semitic tropes had filled me with anger. But now faced with it in person, for some reason, I didn't feel hatred. I knew that my classmate was a good person. We had talked previously and helped each other stay on top of work in the class. Instead of responding angrily, I simply told him that Jews did not have horns, and it comes from a translation error in the Latin Bible. We talked for a little bit, and I brought up how Jews and Muslims are historically brothers and sisters, and that we should show love for one another. Rather than replying angrily, I replied with love in my heart. He seemed to realize what he had said was wrong and apologized. We went throughout the year, talking as we had before, and no hatred was perpetuated. After this encounter, I chose to dedicate myself to doing what I could to stop anti-Semitism. I spent some time to further research the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, and participated in a 6-week study abroad trip to Israel, studying the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with the hopes of understanding each perspective. Benjamin Franklin wisely said, "There was never a good war or a bad peace." His words may never have rung truer than today.